Hi everybody, this is Brenda and welcome to Lesson 7. So in Lesson 7, we're going to go over posting ads on Facebook. You're going to need to know when to post them, what to post, and where to post the ads. So I'm going to make this really easy here. After you've gone through this section here, through here, you're going to want to go to the next section and read that. Now I'm going to be talking and telling you all of this verbatim because I want you to learn it, and it's going to be much easier for you to be successful if you really know what you're doing here. So typically you might sign up for a work from home opportunity and they say that they're going to give you some pre-written ads so you can copy and paste them, and that does work to a point. But what I want you to learn is some skills that will help you to be very successful and avoid frustration. So let's just get into the first rule for posting ads. The first rule is an ad must not be overly repetitive. To get an ad so that it is not overly repetitive, you're going to switch things up. Going ahead and look here, I've put in brackets title and body. So the title of this ad is Make Extra Money from Home. And then the body reads, Who here needs to make a few extra bucks consistently? And then in the body down below, comment below for link or PM for info. Now the next ad, which is essentially the same ad, but I'm going to write it just a little bit differently. So in the title here, I'm going to put Make Money in Your Spare Time. And in the body, Who wants to know how I make money weekly? I'm sharing this with 20 people, so private message me as soon as possible. This is basically the same ad, but what we're doing is we're making it different enough so that you don't get caught in a filter. A filter is just something on the back end of a website that counts your keystrokes and will filter you out if you've written too many of the same things, words, sentences, etc. So that's the reason why we write the same ads over and over, but a little differently, just so we don't get caught in that filter. Like I said, a filter is a tool used to stop repetitive words on Facebook, Craigslist, for example, particularly when it comes to postings from work-at-home ad groups. Now, the reason that we write the same boring ads over and over is so that we don't get caught in what's called a filter. The filter is a tool that's used to stop repetitive words on Facebook, Craigslist, or just about anywhere. And it particularly comes in handy to know how to get around the filter when you're posting work from home ads in groups. So in case you get caught in the filter, it's not a big deal. Getting out of it is actually quite easy. So what you'll do is you'll take the ad that I just wrote here, which is going to be on a document for you to copy and paste the ads. But I want to show you what to do with the ads, because you're not going to just copy them and paste them into a job posting or a Facebook group posting. You need to know how to prep them first. So here's a different kind of an ad. In the title, I've written People Wanted, Earn Extra Cash. And then in the body, Who wants to learn how people are really making money with survey sites? Have you ever wondered how people can make hundreds of dollars a week with survey sites? And full training provided. Private message me for details. That is your ad. Oh, yes, a call to action is any set of words or commands that ask people to do something. So a call to action would be apply now, get started, or PM me please. This is usually the last part of the ad, so that's where you want to slip in your call to action, apply now, get started, whatever you're comfortable with. Now these types of ads kind of make me curious because when it comes to surveys, a lot of people don't know that there are other ways to make money with survey sites. So to ask them, how would you like to learn how people are making hundreds of dollars a week with survey sites, it really gets people curious, and they'll start clicking and they'll start, asking you to tell them what it's about. Now, here's that same ad, only I'm going to write it out a little bit differently. So here's the title, Who Wants to Learn How People Are Really Making Money with Survey Sites? And then in the body, ever wonder how people can make hundreds of dollars a week with survey sites? PM me for details and how to start. So you can see that the two ads, this one and this one, are a little bit different. I've just switched around some words. The title's completely different. And then there's my call to action right here. I'm going to go on ahead and bold that out. Now again, both of these ads basically say the same thing a little bit differently. Now I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to take the same ad and I'm going to start switching out words. So here's the title, Anyone Here Who Wants to Find Out How Everyone is Really Making Money with Survey Sites? There really should be a question mark on there. And in the body, this is a free way to earn money with survey sites besides just taking the surveys. And then here's your call to action. Private message me or comment info and I will provide you with all the details. So you can see that this is the same ad written differently. And this is very important to know going in, because as I was talking about the filters, you don't want to get caught in the filters. The filters are not our friend. So this writing ad copy over and over and over but different is what we call spinning ad copy. And the more we spin, the better. Not only does it keep us out of the dreaded filter, but it breaks up the monotony too. So included in this lesson is ad that you will be able to copy and paste into your ads. But before you do that, please remember that you need to spin your ad copy. It's important to learn this up front before taking the next step, so that when you run into these filters, you're going to be prepared. Oftentimes, people will go in full blast and they want to make money, but they're not prepared, and then they get frustrated and then they end up quitting. That's exactly what we don't want to happen here. So now ads. How long or short should ads be? The quick answer is they should be as long or short as they need to be to connect with your audience. So if you know your audience to be people who want the short, sweet and to the point ad, then that's what you give them. If you have a group of people who are complaining that there's not enough detail in the ad, then you can start adding details of the ad so that they won't get upset with you. Now this process will take you anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks, and as you're joining groups anyway, as you should be doing, you'll have plenty of opportunity to practice. When it comes to writing ads, sometimes you just have to rely on gut instinct when deciding how long your ads are going to be. Like I said, questions that you can ask yourself: is my audience skeptical? If so, then you might want to write a longer ad giving a bit more information. And speaking of long ads, I have written one here for you. Here's the title. Anyone here who wants to find out how everyone is really making money with survey sites? And in the body, hi everyone. Recently I learned how people are making more money with survey sites. It's not just about taking the surveys. There's another way to earn money. If you need to earn cash and you're willing to put some work in, then PM me for details. Ad continued below. I want to just kind of stop here and make a note that in some of these ads you will be using a clickable link, which is, in case you don't know, some people don't know. Like I said, this is for entry-level people, so if you do have experience, then you're one step ahead of everyone else. So then this link, when you are so this link, when you are at the advanced level, you'll just want to drop it right here. Okay, so instead of saying if you need to earn cash and you're willing to put some work in, then PM me, you would just simply say click website and start today. And I tend to type in all caps sometimes. It's effective. And the reason that I do it is not that I'm shouting or being obnoxious. It is because it is the call to action. It's because I want them to see the uppercase and then click that link. Not all of the ads that you're going to write are going to contain a live link within the ad. I'm going to get into that later. Now here's the ad continued. Participation and registration is 100% free, so don't worry about that part. If you can follow directions and do the work, then this is for you. Again, please PM me or comment info, and I will drop the link for you to register. Now, dropping the link just means once somebody PMs you, you're going to have a reply that contains the link. And then they click on the link, they watch the video that you watched, and then they sign up and go through training. It's just a duplicative system. It just duplicates. So you sign up, you begin making money, and then somebody signs up from you, and then they start making money. So it's pretty much a win-win situation. But getting back to the ads. So this is a longer ad that I would use if I knew my audience was pretty skeptical. Then I'm going to explain more to them. But we're going to, like I said, we're going to give you about 10 to 15 different ads. And then show you how to use them. So this is an overview of how you use them. And then when you go to use them, I assume that you will have read all of this and that you'll put into practice some of the things that we're talking about. So kind of to recap, when you get the ads that we provide for you, using this formula that we just went over, you'll want to make the ads look like they're your own ads. You'll want to make the ads look like you wrote them. You'll want to change out some words. And like I said, if you really love doing this type of work, there are some paid tools that you can buy. I will link them eventually in the Learning Center over here, but for now, I'm just going to leave it for free. Okay, so let's look at live links. A live link is a clickable link. That's all it means. We call that live linking. Sometimes I use them in the actual ad. Sometimes I use them in the comment section. Sometimes I use them in the private messages people send me. I personally prefer to use live links in the body of the ad. I think that it's the most effective way to go about it. However, doing that comes with a few challenges. Let me just first tell you where you should probably start using live links is either in the comment section or when people send you a private message. So let's say that I see your ad and I private message you and I say, hey Carrie, I'm really interested. And then you send me a message, which we're going to have messages for you to send to people. When you have a live link and you are private messaging somebody with that information, number one, they have asked you for that information, so you're allowed to post it. You're allowed to post a live link to that person so that person will click the link, go to the website, sign up, and then you get paid. For some reason, as of now, it's much easier to communicate via private messages rather than putting a link in the body of an ad. Putting the link in the body of the ad it's going to take some more training. But for now, I'm just going to have you start off in the comments section. When somebody says, give me information, you can reply with your link or in a private message. So these are some best practices when using a live link. Live linking in the body of an ad. If you want to use a link in the body of your Facebook post, do so strategically. Remember above I mentioned filters. Using a live link within the body of an ad will increase your chances of being caught in a filter. However, it will also increase your chances of getting paid. So that's why I like to do it so much. When using a live link in the comments section, the same rules as using a live link in the body section do not apply. You can use a live link much more in the comments section, as I said. Overall, the use of live links and comments is much safer than in the body of an ad. Using live links in private messages. Now you can get away with this much more than you can using a live link in the body of an ad, with one drawback, and people tend not to read your comments in the comments section under the work from home ads. Plus, it takes a lot of time to reply to each person who comments info. So it's far better actually to just invite people to private message you, and then when someone takes the time to message you, it usually means they're ready to click that link. And the filters are not as strict, so you can get away with answering 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 people a day. So here's a workaround for using live links in the body of an ad. Remember how I mentioned that you get caught in the filter quicker, but you usually make more money when doing that? Referral marketing often requires the buying of a domain or additional domains and then masking a referral link. Example, American Online Jobs would be masked into example website, so that you would literally just post example website, but American Online Jobs would come up. And that is one way you can get around the problem with links, is by buying cheap domains. Now I know that's a little bit advanced, but I know some of you are going to want that option. I'll get into that option in another video. Right now I just want you to understand the rules of posting ads, and in the next video we're going to have you sign up for your official website. So between doing your groups and setting them up and adding yourself to groups and writing your ad copy and knowing what you're going to post and having your website, you should be ready in the next couple of days to actually start posting your ads. If you want to use live linking in the body of your ads, you can purchase pretty cheap domains. You can almost always find a domain for 99 cents through one-on-one domains, and I'll get into that later. You don't need to buy a domain that has American Online Jobs in it. You can be as creative as you want and buy the domain that you like. Just one little rule, just try and keep it professional if possible. I want to look back at Lesson 6. In Lesson 6, I went over joining specific Facebook groups. After you've been accepted to a group, you can basically begin posting your ads with the following methods. Post your ad and have people private message you for more information. I would consider that your number one way to start out. Post your ad with a live link in the body and ask people to also private message you for more information. That is optimal, but like I said, you may get caught in the filter. Post a live link in the body of your ad and deter people from bothering you via private message. Sometimes I don't want so many private messages, so I literally tell people, please do not private message me. Click the link in the ad and get started. Then option number 4, you can post your ad without a live link and answer only in the comments section with your link. There's several different ways, obviously, that you can do it. You have to pick the one that's most comfortable for you. But in every case, you will be using a live link. Next, responding to private messages. You've been posting ads in a few groups and have asked people to private message you. So now you will need to reply to those people with an answer containing your live link. Here's an example of a reply you can use, and keep in mind what we talked about above. You must spin your ad copy. So reply number 1 would kind of look like this. Thank you for your interest. Please visit the link below to get started, and then your link here. Reply 2 could be, hello, thank you for your interest. This is a free and simple way to earn some extra cash. No selling, buying, or credit card needed. People love that, because a lot of people will automatically assume that work at home means that they have to shell out money. And as you know, that's not true. So thank you for your interest. This is a free and simple way to earn extra cash. No selling, buying, or credit card needed. Please go to your site to get started, and then you can use your name. I usually do. Here's reply 3. Hello and thank you for your interest. This is a simple way to make extra cash to help with those bills. You can earn between $10 and $50 a day. I pay my car payment every month with this. Please go to your site, just register, and you can start as soon as today. Before I go on, I'd like to say that it is really best for you to keep your replies short and to the point. Long walls of text are obnoxious and they often go unread, especially if you put your link at the top of your message. They're not going to see the link. They're just going to see the big wall of text, and they're going to probably not go near your link. And you want them to go near your link, click your link, get started so you can get paid. You don't want to give up all the details up front. Why? Because the more you say, the less likely people are going to be curious enough to actually go look. You want people to always be so curious that they follow directions. And giving just bits and pieces of information, that will get them to follow directions. Here's reply 4. Hello, thank you for your interest in our opportunity. This is a remote position with a flexible schedule. You choose your hours with an opportunity to earn, etc., etc., working part-time. We're looking for honest, dependable individuals who can work independently. Click here and follow the directions on the website to get started. Regards, and then your name. I think it's a good idea to put your name in there because it personalizes it, and it's most likely going to get people to respect you and to like you a bit more and to trust you when you put your name in there. I always do, and people like to have a name to connect with. So this is, in a nutshell, what you will be doing with the ad copy that we give you, as well as the replies that we're going to be giving you. This document will be available for you to download, and the secondary document with all of the ads in it, which will be separate from this document, will also be available for you. As long as you take the ads that we've given you and you go through the training and you switch the ads up like we've been talking about, you should be fine. Everything is written here. I've tried to make it really super easy. I know that if you're just starting out, it can be kind of confusing. Just practice, 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 and eventually you'll be really good at this and you'll be making some really good money. Now I'd like to give you some information about the best time to post. I went online and I did a research and dug up some information about Facebook statistics. And having posted on Facebook for 3 years, I know this to be true. When you go to do your posts, this is the best time to post. Highest traffic occurs midweek between 1 and 3 p.m. A Facebook post at 7 p.m. will result in more clicks on average than posting at 8 p.m. So how this can help you is that you have the potential to reach more people and drive more traffic to your site during these peak usage times. And people are more likely to be engaged in the evenings, and this is absolutely true. Usually it picks up in the morning around between 7 and 10, and then it kind of tapers off at around 12 p.m. and then picks back up right around 1 to 3, and then the engagement is the highest right before people shut Facebook down. On Thursdays and Fridays, engagement is 18% higher, which is exactly the opposite of what it's like on, say, Craigslist, where job seekers usually look for jobs on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Those are the biggest days. But on Facebook, it's Thursdays and Fridays. Engagement is actually 18% higher. So theoretically, you'd want to go in on a Thursday or a Friday and post your ads between 1 and 3 p.m. and then again at 7. Now, I don't know if this really applies to us, so I'm going to get rid of it. But this is very interesting. 50% of 18 to 24-year-olds go on Facebook when they wake up, which kind of accounts for the fact why I do so well in the mornings, which pretty much explains why between the hours of, say, 6 and 12 p.m., you've just got all this traffic on Facebook. What this means for you is Facebook is important to these people, and potentially, if you do this correctly, so is the content that you post on it. So those people who are in the groups that are in the groups at 6 a.m. when they wake up, those people are looking to connect with something, either a for sale item or they're looking to sell something, but they're there to connect. And like I said earlier in another video, they are money motivated. So this is your perfect target audience. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video because I think it's about 30 minutes long, which is way longer than I had anticipated or planned on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to conclude this, upload it for you, and then I'm going to upload the document for you. And then in the next video, we're going to get into getting your website. So I'm excited about that because this is where you start to, all the stuff that you've practiced on, you start to use it and you start to make money. So guys, meet me in lesson 8. I'll see you there and let's make some money.